We are talking about anger management, and we will focus now on how anger gives away your power. I am Sulipan, your personal transformation coach. Anger is an age-old response we have to the lion at the cave entrance. Fear, frustration, whatever it might be that we would have felt, our ancestors would have felt back then. We still carry it today as a response to kick us into that survival of fight, flight, or freeze. So we would either fight the lion, we will run away from the lion, or if I hide behind a rock, the lion might not see me. Today's life we live adds stress all the time, and we perpetuate it and make it bigger by creating scenarios in our minds of how possibly things might play out. The thing is that we don't have the physical reaction to that. The response of fight, flight, freeze does not kick in because we are a little bit powerless, because we are only creating this in our minds, and there is no real physical danger that we can see, that we can do something about. You will feel a release of this pent-up emotion the moment you explode. And that will make you feel stronger because people will react and do what you want them to do, initially out of pure shock, because this reaction that you are providing or coming forth with is much bigger than the situation. They might sometimes just do it to avoid you, so they just go on and do their things, and so you can be left alone. So initially you get what you want from this anger explosion. In the long run, it does not serve you, because what you are doing is you are most probably escalating the conflict, because remember, the other person also has their own anger, their own stresses. They've got their scenarios that they play off in their mind. And so you come to points where the two of you come together, and then it is just crazy what happens. So there is always that danger that although you in the beginning stages got what you wanted, in later life it leads to bigger confrontation. Now you've got to remember, not all people are nice. There will be people who will use this against you. They will trigger you. They will create scenarios where you will feel that you are triggered so that you can explode, because they might want you fired. They might want to show you up in front of clients so that the clients could come to them. There are many different scenarios that could play out, and you have to be aware of it, that you play right into their hands. So you have taught people how to behave and treat you. So what can you do to help yourself to move along through this so that you can master this? It is important to become aware of what your triggers are. What are the things in your daily life where you run the risk that you might overreact? Incompetence, you feel that people don't listen to you, people don't follow your instructions, whatever it might be. It is important that you become aware what your triggers are. Then, as always, pause and breathe. Breathe into your stomach. That way you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which says, I'm calm, I'm in control. No fear here, the lion is gone. Instead of this shallow breathing into the upper lungs, where we activate the sympathetic system that puts us into that fight, flight, freeze, survival response. Now choose how you want to respond. And you can actually, when next time you play out all these scenarios of things that might go wrong, instead of that, know what your trigger point is. That's why it's becoming important to know what triggers you. And then how would you act, or what would your response be to that trigger? Even if it is something like just putting up your hand, because everybody will stop. The moment you put your hand up and you keep quiet, it is a clear sign of stop. Even if you just put your hand on your heart, it could be that you think somebody else is there with you, helping you, whatever you want to play, it's your tool that you want to use. But putting your hand on your heart sends the signal, I am safe. I can do this. Even if you just say, I will think about this and walk away, not responding, which allows you the time to compose yourself, to calm down, to formulate a proper sentence so that you can move forward. And then lastly is to ask yourself, is it worth it? In the past, when I struggled with my anger, when I went through very stressful situations, I would sit there and my thumbs would thumb away on the WhatsApp and trying to get a message out just to get a response off. And then I would just wipe it out because I had asked the question then, is it worth it? Will this person even hear what I am saying to them? Just wipe it out and go with a yes or no reply. Take the time. Know what your triggers are. Know how you want to respond to those triggers so that you remain in control and that you are really in your power before you move forward. I wish you best. As always, master your beliefs and you will master your future. Always be kind to yourself, and we will chat soon.